This is a 2019 BMW F850GS. I'm having a problem with the throttle. The first thing that I noticed was that while riding the bike, when you were the engine was on overrun and the throttle was closed, it wasn't like driving forward, but it was just pushing on a little bit, as if it wasn't really as if the throttle position sensor didn't know that I'd closed the throttle. If you like forced it sort of forward, this one's got cruise control, so it's got the switch in the throttle where you roll it forward so it cancels the cruise control. If you like did that, it would come back down to tick over, and it was like that without actually riding the bike. If the bike was sat ticking over, if you kind of leant on just sort of pressed on the throttle, sort of like in this direction, if I just like leant on it, the revs would pick up slightly. That was before this fault appeared. So last night I went to a football match. The bike was, well, apart from this sort of pushing on a bit, it was fine. Came out of the match, turned the bike on, and I got this fault. It says onward journey possible, ride carefully to next workshop. However, I'll start the bike up. So now if you use the throttle, that's full throttle. That's as much as it'll give you. So that's as much as you get off full throttle, but what that means is that it hasn't even got the power to go over a road hump. And going up a hill is just impossible. You have to get off the machine and like feather the clutch with like those full 3000 revs on, just to get it to just so you can push it up a hill. So basically, like a 5-minute ride last night took me 25 minutes, and it was pretty scary because the bike in this state will only do about 20 miles an hour if you're lucky, and that's only if it's flat. So yeah, there we are. But I've been reading up a lot of stuff. Some stuff saying it's that has got moisture in it. Some stuff says that it has a little electrical connector underneath. Just here. Some people are saying it's the contacts of that on dirty, but I've tried that. I don't know. Next thing I might try is to actually take off the throttle assembly and try and dry it out, see if that makes a difference. Otherwise, I think these throttle assemblies are 400 GB pounds, so it's not a cheap thing. If you look on YouTube in various forums, this is a very common issue. So why BMW have never recalled this, I don't know. Because if you're riding this bike off road and that happened, you'd literally be stranded, because the bike has no power whatsoever. Like I say, it won't even go over a road hump. On the football ground I came out of, there's a junction. You have to stop with your front and rear wheel either side of a road hump, and the bike, I couldn't even get over the road hump. I had to get off the bike and push it over a road hump, because that's how little power it gives you. Even though that says 3000 revs, it's literally no throttle whatsoever when you actually put some load on the engine. I'll do a follow-up video when I've fixed the issue, tried a few things, don't know. So this is the code reader on the BMW F850GS. It's gone up with two codes, look. So that is the first code. And that is the second code it's coming up with. This is some of the live data. So you've got throttle position is at 20.4%. And the other two throttle position readings, so you got R circuit is on 12.2% and the B circuit is on 20.4%. I'm assuming these two values should be pretty much the same, which they're not, which is probably why it's giving the error. we'll do a quick video on what's inside a BMW F850GS e-throttle. This particular one has the code number ending 2120. It's got a heated grip and it's got cruise control, so it's got the switch that when you roll forwards it deactivates or cancels the cruise control. So these two have been prized apart. Inside you've got, that's kind of the spring-loaded stop for the roll forward for the cruise control deactivation. This sort of semicircular part there is kind of the Hall effect sensor. The electrical connection is that part there, so you plug into that hole just there with the wire that comes off the wiring loom on the bike, and inside here that's pretty much it. So this part is completely unserviceable. That's your detector there. And on the inside of here is a tiny magnet. You can see it. Just here, I'll see if I can stick this to it. We can see it there, look. That small metallic square bit right in front of where that screwdriver bit's pointing is the actual magnet itself. And when you move that, it moves around the sensor. Yep, that's magnetic, alright. Yeah, and that's it. Then you got this coil of wire in there. That's to enable the heated grip to be able to be fed with current without it bending backwards and forwards and snapping off. This is like a bit of a, it's not under any tension, but it's a bit like a tape measure, and as you wind that around it just kind of tightens up the coil of wire, and that's it. So when these go wrong, there's nothing really you can do about it. So there's obviously a defect in this unit just there.